All right. So quick here. I have the parts for the bobbin winder. So I took that apart, gave it a good cleaning. Got a lot of rust off of it. Oiled it up pretty good. Another dab of oil in there. But I popped this apart to get it clean, and now I need to put it all back together. So this is the top here. There's a hole on the side. Spring nests in there, and then that spring goes under the nubbin here and through this hole, both pieces, goes that let's see now. I didn't take pictures of this when I took it apart, so I don't actually remember how it goes. So there's a spring, in here. So that spring needs to go in that hole, and then it gets wound until get the screw in. All right. So that's that. Oh. All right. Now I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah. All right. So I'm gonna loosen this side to. This piece needs to go up over that nub. There we go. There we are. Now, this part tighten back down. There we go. Alright. And this snugged up. Alright, so the big piece went through this. There's a spring right inside here that we got on there. So this part here moves back and forth. The actual, this tab here pushes along that arm to push the tire over, and then the tire rubs and this fills up and then it pops off. So that is that. And now set that aside for a second. Pull this around and get the sole plate back in. I think this machine is going to be in good shape, and I just have to do the rewiring and finish the case back up, because the case is the part that was the roughest thing. Sole plate on. There we go. Didn't think about how this frame would work, so. For our two. Alright. So there's these screws, that piece slides back and forth. I'm going to start by putting it as far toward the wheel as possible, and then when I push the lever here it doesn't snap all the way over to lock, so we're going to slide it a little bit away from the, there we go. Oh, not quite tight enough. Try it this way. This down. Now, there we go. Perfect. Right, that's there we go. So I tighten this just enough so it doesn't move when the tire is getting engaged, but it's still free here because I thought it was binding up a little bit. So, and then I'm gonna add a couple more drops of oil in on top here. I know this is severely over oiled right now, but I'm gonna run this for a bit, freewheeling when it's put together, so it'll get all that oil flung away before there's a lot of sewing done with it. Because that oil does need to work in to get back to lubricating everything, since this has run so long, or sat so long without any oil in it. So, cover on, and lubricating screws here because they have the pins through them, or the holes through them. So they can be oiling points. Keep dropping that. These top screws I don't like to tighten too much, just get them down in there finger tight. Because you do have to take that off all the time. And so the tiny screw on here, which rides on a flat. Alright, and I can feel it making the knob turn, and that's what's important. Just wobbling it back and forth to see if it gets any looser, and then we'll get it one more little snug there. Alright, that should be good to go for now, and we'll set that aside and get in on fixing the pedal on the electrics next, because that is apparently not within reach, but in bad shape, so